There are several transformational moments that you witness and become a part of when you're patiently building with the company from the beginning, right? I'm not talking about those big celebratory wins that you see on social media. Rather, it's about those multitude of little things that goes on behind the scenes to build a world-class team.
So my association with Ashwin is before PipeCandy. So initially I joined a contract IQ as a fresher and worked there for 2 years. And then I moved from contract IQ to PipeCandy. So here, I have been here for 5 years. So the main point I consider here is the transparency.
I had no prior experience being a product owner, right? And I'm totally new at this. But PipeCandy gave us a free hand, and they had a hands-off leadership approach. And this really helped us find logical solutions to the problems, to the challenges independently. So when you trust your employee to make their own decisions, their accountability increases, and needless to say, their creativity and confidence also increases along with that.
The opportunity at PipeCandy, pure serendipity. All it took was one call with my founder, and I was sold on the idea of PipeCandy.
To me, PipeCandy is like a great place because it marries kind of stuff that I want to do with like the vision and the scale in which I had not worked before since Google.
When you are building a data company that is the industry standard, you need to be able to look at the past to predict the future reliably. That's what PipeCandy has been doing for the last 5 years. So we are at a point where we are not just telling the ground truth about e-commerce and D2C companies, but we are also able to pattern recognize about the market even better than the industry leaders who are actually agenda driven, right? So if you are an e-commerce merchant who wants to succeed in the market and wants to know which way the wind is flowing, you need to be able to partner with someone which is neutral and is data driven and can give a bottoms up view. That's what PipeCandy has been doing for the last 5 years.
We are a flat organization on purpose. You get executive attention where every senior leader will speak to you on a daily basis. We work with a sense of urgency, but are patient about building a lasting company.
So not often do women get opportunities to harness their true potential. And it is even more difficult when they return to work after a break, right? So for these women, we need organizations that have more conducive policies, and flexible work schedules, and even loosen some role requirements. But when they do that, the organizations are only here to benefit, right? Because these women have fire in their belly to prove themselves.
இப்போ ரீசெண்டாக வந்து ஒரு 7 months before டெவலப்பர் வந்து என் டீமில் வந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணாரு. He thinks like developing is the major part in the business. But after looking into the work that marketing team or the sales team or the CX team that they are doing, putting into the application, he said that in one meeting, like I don't know this much work that is there for this product development. Now I get the clear picture how the business is running.
For example, how do you get the ambiguity out of a very sensitive situation? How are you going to own up if you realize you've goofed up, right? There's a method with which PipeCandy approaches each of these things, and as you grow into it, you realize that it makes you a better person, and also at the end of the day, you end up becoming a better team to take on bigger challenges.
I'm pursuing my executive MBA at ISB, and my bosses at PipeCandy were the greatest supporters of that. You want to apply yourself to be better. That's exactly what you want to do. PipeCandy allows you to do that, and that's exactly what I love about being here.
It was actually a pretty smooth transaction because people at PipeCandy were always ready to help me and encourage me in learning more.
We look for people who can constantly challenge and confront each other without avoiding conflicts. We most certainly can't build a world-class company by being nice to each other all the time. You could be the smartest person in the room, but that doesn't give you a free pass here to be cynic or abrasive.
When we met Assembly had the same thesis. It was amazing how coincidental it was, how they worked well together. So while our minds and thesis met, we had complementary products. They had data, products, and insights, and we had the data science and insights capability.
By joining forces with Assembly, what PipeCandy is doing is informing merchants about how to navigate omnichannel using data. In the turbulent markets that we are in, data is the only way you can cut through the noise and build for the future. So that's exactly what we do at PipeCandy now. With the help of data, we are telling brands what knobs they can turn to secure their future.